Hi guys, today's video is about chapter 188 of For Knights of the Apocalypse, titled Father's Words, Mother's Memories. This chapter focuses a bit on Nasiens and really develops his relationship with Percival in a, let's say, very special way, so let's get started. At the start, we see the aftermath of the fight between Nasiens and Diodora. Diodora is still mocking Nasiens for his loss, even though the match is already over. From above, Gauther makes an important observation, saying, "It stopped dead cold at that moment." Diodora is about to kill Nasiens, probably motivated by envy, because Nasiens has a lot of friends that care about him, which is something that Diodora has kind of struggled with recently. As Diodora launches into another one of his annoying monologues and prepares to strike, Percival jumps in and lands a well-deserved punch right in his face, hard enough to send him flying backward. Even though the damage reflects back onto Percival, Ironside's son mocks him for it, but Percival doesn't care. He just tells him to shut up and rushes to help his friend. Diodora leaves the scene, but before that, he threatens his to purgatory pets, warning them that if they don't help him next time, they're dead. Back with Percival, Tristan offers to help Nasiens using his goddess clan powers, which include insane healing abilities. He and Percival try their best to use healing magic to wake Nasiens up, but it doesn't work. Percival is visibly frustrated. He knows Nasiens' light spirit is still within him. To calm things down a little, Gawain steps in and mentions that she senses a faint pulse from Nasiens, meaning he's not dead, but likely in a near-death state. Percival's group finds this odd because Nasiens is supposed to be immune to his own poisons, so how could he end up like this? That's when Percival figures it out. The poison Nasiens used on Diodora was an untested one, something he'd never used before. So we cut to a flashback in the fairy realm. Nasiens is wandering around and spots an unusual fruit that looks a bit poisonous. Curious because of his powers, he considers eating it, but King shows up just in time to stop him. Judging by King's serious face, this was dangerous. He explains the fruit is called a blood skull, and just ingesting its juice can kill someone. Eating it puts you in a comatose state, a deep, indefinite unconsciousness. Nasiens asks if that means he won't die, and King clarifies, the coma isn't just for a minute, it could last forever. That freaks Nasiens out, and he decides not to mess with it. Later, though, he's talking to Diane about those blood skulls. Nasiens says he wanted to add them to his poison collection, but Diane casually mentions that they're actually really tasty. Yeah, the same berries that are supposed to knock you out forever. Nasiens, confused like all of us, asks, "You've eaten those before, Queen?" Diane says yeah, she slept really well afterward. She agrees there's no known antidote, but says there is a way to wake someone up. Back in the present, everyone is trying their own ways to get Nasiens to wake up. Then Garrett steps in, speaking directly to Nasiens, not his body, but his soul. Nasiens in his soul form admits he wasn't sure if any of his usual poisons would have worked on Diodora, so he took the risk and used the blood skull. He did it all to protect Percival. When Percival hears that, Garrett turns to him and says, "You sure are loved, huh?" Then she urges Nasiens to speak up if there's an antidote. Now's the time to say it. That makes Nasiens blush, and Gareth instantly figures it out, and then he whispers the solution to Percival. We get a panel showing Nasiens' inner thoughts, his dreams of surpassing Ordo, becoming a holy knight, and continuing to adventure with Percival. Even though he wanted all those things, he couldn't bring himself to say the antidote out loud. Then we see the solution, a kiss from Percival to Nasiens. It instantly wakes Nasiens up. Everyone is a bit surprised, but quickly understands what happened. The guys tried to brush it off, pretending Gareth just gave him mouth-to-mouth or something, but Nasiens knows that wouldn't have worked. We get another flashback, probably replaying in Nasiens' mind, of Diane explaining the antidote, a kiss from someone you love. She also says, when you're in love with someone, It can be just as strange and just as wonderful of a force as magic itself, and this is how the chapter ends. This one definitely caught me by surprise. Nakaba just keeps throwing curveballs, and I wasn't expecting a kiss this early on, but it actually works really well. Now, I'm wondering, can Nasiens use this poison just like the others with his mixed venom ability? Because if so, this thing is seriously overpowered. As King said, just ingesting the juice is basically putting one foot in the grave. That's a one-shot move right there, definitely a huge addition to his arsenal. So if you liked the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And that was it for today.